Hello YouTube, Civilian Snowman here. Now I thought with the release of Terminator Salvation getting closer and closer I would have a look at the original trilogy and do a review for each film. Starting with 1984's The Terminator, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger, Linda Hamilton and Michael Biehn, directed by James Cameron, who went on to do Terminator 2, Judgment Day. Now, this film is an absolute classic by anyone's standards, be it in action, sci-fi, even fits comfortably into the horror genre. The story follows Linda Hamilton as Sarah Connor, who is going to give birth to John Connor, who will eventually lead the humans in the fight against the machines in the future. So, the machines send a Terminator back in time to kill Sarah Connor before she can have John Connor, in order to win the war in the future. So the humans send back a soldier called Kyle Reese to protect Sarah Connor, and he actually eventually ends up fathering John. So we've got a nice simple plot there to begin with. Now the film, as I said, was directed by James Cameron. I think it was his second film. He did it just before Aliens. You have supporting roles from people like Lance Henriksen, who really doesn't get enough credit for his role in this film. I think he's really quite funny. And there are many sequences that are really memorable, such as Sarah Connor hiding out in a bar called Tech Noir, which features a classic transition into slow motion that you almost don't notice happening. It's so well done that you're just absolutely engrossed in the film. Completely. Michael Biehn playing Kyle Reese is absolutely brilliant. He conveys the fear that people feel towards machines, and like I said, again, that just amps up the sense of dread. He could potentially come across as being whiny, but Biehn plays him with aplomb, so he comes across being a really, really memorable movie character and quite a good hero. Linda Hamilton playing what is essentially a very cliched role, the damsel in distress. I mean, her role in this is far better than most damsel in distresses, because you know that it's leading to Terminator 2, where she becomes an absolute arse kicker, which is amazing. Sarah Connor is the part that Linda Hamilton will always be known for, and it has just been announced that she is in fact doing a voiceover for the beginning of Terminator Salvation, which I'm very excited about. Arnold Schwarzenegger's T-101 model, the Terminator, is one of the greatest movie creations of the 20th century in my opinion. He's very sinister, he doesn't say much. I think he's got like you could probably count on one hand the amount of times he speaks during the film. But that just adds to the whole sense of dread to the movie. I mean, the visions of the future of the war against the machines are really bleak and very well done. It's all done using model shots and composites like the old classic sci-fi movies. I mean, this was done before puppeteering really came into its own, so the special effects that you see on the Terminators are stop motion. And I mean, I really get a kick out of seeing stop motion used, but by today's standards it does look a bit poor. And I think the reason I love this film is because it is just building up to Terminator 2. I mean, Terminator 2 is my favourite film of all time. I'm going to be reviewing the whole trilogy before Terminator Salvation comes out, even though I wish we'd just called it Terminator 4, because Terminator Salvation, it's like a tacky title. I'm not a fan, but apart from that, I think Terminator Salvation looks really good, so I thought I'd review the original trilogy. This film, I'm not going to say much more about it because it is an absolute classic. You need to check it out. It gets 5 stars, hands down from me. Look out for my future movie reviews, and I will see you all later. Bye.